Hello everyone, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be talking about the 1.5 anniversary Treasure Den event. This just got updated in the last reset, and it's an event that is very similar to the past treasure map events with some differences that we'll be talking about in a few. Well, first of all, this only lasts for 4 days. The maps will only drop for 4 days. You can see it here below. Let's check. Here. Between day 4 and day 8 of December. So, between day 4 and 8, the treasure maps will be dropping from story, and they will drop more the higher you are farming. If you are farming on the last episode, you get more. So this is something that we need to understand. And then there are now different things to drop. You can choose which type of material you want it to drop in different stages. That will be very handful for people that already have plenty of one. Not many of another. And the styles that will drop here are only those that are already platinum or past limited ones, but welfare ones. We don't have any premium one here, so it's another chance to get welfare Leon. That's pretty nice. This version of blue that was limited as well, it has one good spell that will be even amplified in the future, and this T260G that was also given out on the distribution. It's good for those newcomers as well, so that they can get new styles to train and even farm gens by getting to HP their souls inhibitions. So, let's close here and we'll click on quest so that we can see this in action. There are now plenty of ways of doing this. As you can see, the treasure then gold will only use gold maps, and here you have the best results. Why? Because you can get even the newest gray pieces, and he's pretty powerful. If you still haven't get him to level 50, this is a very good time to get some pieces for him. And as you can see, all the other pieces are for either limited welfares, like this fairy was a limited welfare, this one as well, or for platinum ones, like this Gerard here is a platinum. And then you have a chance of getting the blank gold pieces that will help any style leveled up. So another thing is, just like the past events, we also have a drop of the characters that you are using, but only on the gold map. That's a guarantee. So I will be running like with this, you see, I will be getting the pieces of the styles I'm running. So I want pieces for Urpina, for the Ryu, for Joe and the Dragons. That is a good way to farm. It will drop one piece for every one gold map, a guaranteed piece. That's okay. Let's return here. And this one also drops all types of materials. In the other stages, we will have the different materials. Let's talk about this one, Holystone. If you are a very new player, running the Holystone may be good for you, because Holystones really change how you play the game. And besides the normal stuff, let's click here, like the SS styles, and S styles, and even this A style, you have a chance of getting Holystones from all types, so that's why it's good for newcomers. But if you are not a newcomer, you may want to get another one. Like, there is this Awakening material. This one will give you Awakening materials for Awakening skills. I do have plenty of this. Veterans will not need, because we got plenty in past events. I would never have a need for that many. And then the one that I think that is useful for everyone is the evolution material, because this one drops Glowstones, and I still need Glowstones, especially now that we will be upgrading plenty of weapons. Look, I have this for 3 stones, but I don't have that many for Slash, or even for other like Pierce. I only have 12, so this will help me more than running the other ones. Gold one should be avoided, since it's a resource that's plenty in the game, so don't go for that. And there's this another enhancement material that should be avoided as well. It's easy to farm. Even new stages, you already have an option to farm for this. Now, with that said, we need to discuss the best places to farm the treasure maps. Remember, we have to farm a stage that is high, so we have plenty of drops. There are 3 different options to run with Albert. Well, the newest Albert running the Victor Blade is something that is very nice for farming, everyone knows that. But this stage here, called it A23, Word Tower Lower Floor 3, has this plenty of enemies that can be instant killed. And in my runs, I can do this even without bringing someone to the buff wheel, because my Albert has plenty of intelligence. He has right now 119 plus 8, and with my equipments I have him on 195. I don't need Yunzin here, but I'll be showing you. Yunzin can be replaced by Volcano, the newest Volcano that can be farmed. Also works here because he debuffs Will of all targets. If your Albert is not doing it by itself, you can replace Yunzin or Volcano, and it will help you clearing this wave. So I will show how I do this, and there is something very interesting about this as well that I need to show, and it's that this stage has a higher cap than it should have because of maybe some mistake by the developers, but we can check by clicking on Nawal's daughter. She has 1434 and she still has sparkles. That means that this stage has 1440s for cap. That is only 20 points below the current cap in the last stage for the last episode. It's very similar to the current stage. So running this is not a bad thing, even though this was from the past update. So let's run this and see. Okay, so like I was saying, you don't need Yunzin or Volcano if your Albert has the same intelligence as mine, but if your has lower, bring one of them, they will help kill. And the good thing is that these enemies are pretty slow, and they will not resist instant kill if your intelligence is high. There's no failure here, you will always be able to kill them, and you can bring 4 trainees at most. This is the best and fastest way. And also by bringing characters that have very low agility, either by equipment or by using their A styles, you will not see many combos, allowing you to clear it even faster. Okay, now we discuss the next stage, 8.3.2. This is another good way to farm, but there is a problem here. This enemy here, even if you bring Volcano or Yunzin, it may still survive because it has higher will than the other ones. You can bring both together, Volcano and Yunzin, but sometimes it just gets more combos, I don't know. Oh, and one interesting thing is that this stage 8.3.2 has lower caps than 8.2.3, lower by 10. Yeah, this is probably a mistake by the developers. So the failure chance here is pretty low. Actually, I've seen Albert failing once every 20 runs, but yes, it can happen, and it will be a problem because if he fails, he will try to use Victor's Blade again, and if your characters don't do enough damage to kill in the first wave, you will just slow you down. Right now it's working, but I have to say that there is a chance of failure. There's one other way to fix this, is probably by upgrading Polka's weapon with the current materials for upgrading SS weapons, but I don't think it's worth. It increases Albert's chance to instant kill, but the difference is not that high. Well, the other method for Albert is running stage 8.4.4, but here there is a huge problem. The enemies have plenty of agility. Sometimes they can even attack before Albert, and this enemy here is not instant killable, so you have to bring someone to kill. It can either be Volcano, even Volcano on the animal stream formation in the middle, right beside Albert, but sometimes it may just break as well because Volcano can decide to attack before Albert. So what I do here is bring Rolfas in the back. And the problem is that if these enemies attack before, they can even kill some people. They are that strong. So far so good. The fail chance is very low. I don't know, maybe once every 10 runs. But there's a chance. So now he will only kill the down enemy. And Rolfas can kill the last enemy. You have more actions here. It's not as fast as the other ones, so you have to decide. Okay, now that we're talking about Albert, the other fast methods are by using Leon and the UDX version of Matriarch for both stage 841 or stage 842. 842 has a higher cap, so if you want to farm this one, you can, but you can also farm the other just if you want the weapons and you still haven't farmed it. So, let's start with 841. So here, it's the same combination as always. Amazon Raid X, we have UDX Matriarch attacking first with Shining Glory. And then on the second wave, we have Leon. Leon has a fast attack, so he will always attack and killing the enemies. It's a little slower than Albert because the attack animations are not as fast. In Leon, it's like using 2 attacks here. but it does not change too much. And the good thing is that it's hard to get combos with this composition since Amazon Raid X increases the chance of attack for the frontal character. Like here, Matriarch is always attacking, nothing happens, and we also don't get many combos. And the last stage that I recommend is 842 with the same setup because it's also very fast. So again, same combination. We got a combo this time, but it's a very rare occasion. Or also, maybe because I'm using a dragon here in the front. Dragons have very high agility. As you know, the higher your agility compared to the enemy, the more likely you get combos. So now it's Leon time, it also works. Of course, both my characters are on level 50, so this is not for everyone. I think the Albert strategy may be easier for some people. And if any of these strategies do not work for you, I still have other videos posted on the channel on the past week about farming on this chapter episode with different setups. Sometimes you can bring only 2 characters with different elements, and probably you find a stage for you too, if none of this works. With the farming done, let's just run the gold stage and check what we get. I'll be running 5 maps. Always remember to bring the characters that you want to get pieces. You get 5 of each one if you're running the multiplied by 5 run. So we got 10 blank gold pieces, some other stuff, and 5 of each one, like I said. Now I'll also be running the normal maps. This one here for the groundstones. You also have a chance of getting gold pieces of your styles, but it's not a guarantee, it's a very, very low chance. Let's see what we'll get here. Remember to also bring characters that need gold pieces. Chances low, but it can happen. Didn't happen, we only got groundstones. That's pretty nice. Okay, that's it guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, there are links here in the description of the video. Hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.